What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway Joel, the voice of Dominican boxing. And today I have a personal friend of mine, from Twitter, who will be making his amateur debut this Saturday, August 6th in New Hampshire. So for those who are in the New England area, I will later be sharing the details as to where his fight is and how you can guys go support. But I have here Charles the Hitman Stone. How you doing, my brother?
Doing good, Broadway. Thanks for having me. How you doing?
I'm doing well. This is definitely a big day for both of us. I got the most electrifying man on Twitter on my channel, about to give him an interview, and it's coming for your amateur debut. So first, but before I get into that, I want to get a little bit of history from you as to where you from and how you grew up and all that, so people get to know a little bit more about you, and then we'll talk about the fight. So first, I want to start off. You're originally from New Hampshire, right?
I was born in Boston, but grew up my whole life in Nashville, New Hampshire.
Oh, okay. And how's living in New Hampshire? Are you the only black dude in your block?
Nah. Living in New Hampshire, it was like I don't live there no more, but it was rather relaxed. It's a quiet city. Ain't really nothing over there. So it's basically, just school, go home, go to work, go to boxing. Really, that's all I did. I'm not really like too much of a people's person. I got my group of friends, but it's rather small. I was never really one to really go out getting the stuff. Do all that BS. So growing up in New Hampshire, it's like DMX. All right, rest in peace to DMX. DMX a few years ago actually moved out to New Hampshire just to kind of like get away from everything, because it's like not a lot of people really know about Nashville. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people even know New Hampshire. People be like, "What the hell's New Hampshire at?" And that's crazy. But it's just it's a nice little area to kind of stay away from everything, stay away from drama and stuff like that.
You say you don't live there no more. Where do you live now?
I live back in Mass. I'm staying in Mass now.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, I'm about like 15 minutes away from Boston.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. When did you get interested in boxing? As far as like start watching it, not competing wise. I'm talking about like as a fan.
I was born into it basically. Soon as I was born, my pops probably already had boxing on in the TV in the hospital. That man's the biggest Muhammad Ali fan. We actually had there was a poster here. He actually took it to his new house, but he got this big poster of Ali shadow boxing saying, "I'm so pretty, no, I'm so fast." That last night I turned the lights off and I was in bed before it was dark. But Ali was obviously before my time. So basically, my Ali growing up was Roy, because he was that was the first fight I remember was Roy. I think it might have been John Ruiz. I was 3. And then when I seen Roy fight Tarver, we had to see the fall of Superman. So that kind of broke my heart. But that's when Floyd started to get his recognition. That's when Floyd started to blow up. And basically Floyd became my guy. So it was like I grew up basically watching like Roy, Floyd, Winky. I watched all of them really, from the 2000s all the way up until now.
Okay. When did you start competing? When did you start like not competing because you're having your first amateur fight this Saturday, but when did you start going to the gym, sparring, training? When you start that?
The first time I had a sparring session, I think I might have been like 11, 12, because my dad knew this MMA fighter and he worked with him. But I told the dude, I'm like, I'm not into MMA. I don't want no damn feet in my face. I don't want my arm getting twisted behind my back, all this and that. I don't feel like getting choked out. So he put me in the ring with this kid. He was a little bit older. He was a little bit bigger. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared shitless. That was a big motherfucker compared to me. He was like all like that. And I'm just kind of like, small. So I kind of had to get on my bike. And the first real punch I hit him with was a straight right and snapped his head back. And then, I kind of sporadically sparred, but I never really like took it as serious as I should have. But the gym I'm at now, I've been at that gym since 2015. And ever since then, it was like I put a lot of other things first when I really shouldn't have. Really, because to be honest, this shouldn't even be my amateur debut. I should be having like maybe my 10th, 11th pro fight if I really took it serious the way I should have. But hey, stars align different for everybody.
Well, I'm rewinding a little bit, but you're 22 years old, correct?
Yep.
How long do you plan on staying an amateur? As far as
not long. I've planned on staying an amateur up until I feel like I have my style. Now I just need to perfect it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So it's
I
not.
don't
It's
feel
not.
like I don't think I should stay in the amateurs for like how Loma did for damn near what 400 fights. I'm not staying. No. I need to get paid. I need to get paid.
I feel you. I would say I would advise you to get at least 20.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. No, yeah.
you know,
20 is definitely like the
that's the bare
minimum.
minimum. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maximum, I would say probably like 45, 50.
Okay. So how far you want to go in this boxing stuff? You really want to go pro and try to fight, compete, become a world champion, do all
Yep.
that stuff? You trying to take it all the way?
I want to be a star. I want to be a
Okay.
star. I want you see you got that picture of Mike Tyson. I want to be on somebody's wall. I want
That's
to be
dope.
either the most hated man in boxing or the most loved man in boxing, but I still want to just move that needle mover.
Okay. All right. Well, you definitely got the energy for it, the
Mhm.
hitman, but a lot of people don't know that the hitman is actually the common man as well.
Mhm.
You're a laborer, right? Correct? Am I
Yep.
am I
But side by side with Joe Smith Jr.
so you was telling me before we went live that you wake up at 4 in the morning to go to work every day?
Well, I wake up at 4 in the morning just to get my faculties together. Cause usually, most of the time it's like, 6 to 2, or there'll be rare times where I do actually have to like work at 4 or 5 in the morning, depending on
Okay.
the job I'm on. Cause you know how some places they don't want you making noise, but they want you demoing out an entire workspace or something like that. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
just it varies from the times. I'll work in the morning, I'll work at night. It don't really matter for me.
So a lot of the times you'll go from a full day hard work in the construction site and then right after straight to the gym.
What I'll do is I'll keep my work clothes in my car. I'll get up out of bed, just put some shorts on, put a shirt on, put my slides on, get in the car when I get to the site, change. When I get off, change, go right to boxing, and go home. So I don't really see home. I only see home like when I wake up and when I'm about to go to sleep, really,
So
and
you
on the
treating it
weekends.
just as a hotel, your crib, basically.
Basically,
Damn.
damn near.
All right. What weight class you fight at?
I'm fighting at 147. They just changed it in the amateurs, I guess, to 147 is what I'm hearing. So
And,
fighting at
and-
that, but miraculously, I'm walking around at like 144, 143.
okay.
So I'm not worried about feeling drained. I'm not worried about, feeling uncomfortable. Like I got to cut weight because if anything, they might tell me, "Nah, go eat a damn meal." You know what I mean? Go get some weight. You a little too underweight.
Uh, And how tall are you?
I'm like 6'2", I want to say.
So
Funny
you're
enough, I'm the smallest one in my family when it comes to the guys.
okay.
My
Damn.
pop, my pops make one day he looked at me. He's like, "Man, I wish you would have been bigger." And I'm like, "Man, my pop's about like 6'4", good maybe 6'3.5". A pretty big dude. My brother stands up straight. He's about like 6'5", 6'6".
Damn. But you 6'2", like you not. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
your
like
pops
I'm
make
not
you bigger.
no.
It's not like you a little dude.
Yeah, body size wise, I'm on the smaller side compared to
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
not
for
no
sure.
short dude. I'm taller than most of the people I see every day.
Nah, for sure, for sure. uh, who would you compare your style to? Like as far as your fighting style, do you have a similar style to anybody?
Uh, I mean, I don't really want to compare it because I don't feel like it's complete. I don't feel like I have everything yet. But the guys I really take after. See, here's the thing, right? A lot of guys they would say, like Leonard, Floyd. I like to take after guys who I have like similar dimensions to. So I'll study more so the original Hitman, Tommy Hearns, the modern Hitman, Jamal Charlo. I'll even study guys like Demetrius Andre because he's long and tall and rangy. But I try to implement whatever they got into their game. But then of course, I look at other guys like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney. Even though I give this dude a lot of shit, and we're live right now. One
Yeah.
thing about me is I'm always going to tell the truth unless I really don't feel like admitting it. I take a little things from Grandpa Triple G.
Really?
I
Oh
like to
man,
take little things
come
from him.
on. As
I
much
can't
as
believe
you
I
hate
said
on
that. Yeah, I
Triple
like to
G,
take little things from him.
like what is it that Triple G does that you like?
I like the way Triple G. One thing I'll say, Triple G and Inoue have some very very like aesthetically pleasing punches, like power punches.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's nobody in boxing that punches around the guard better than Triple G. But I don't think there's anybody in boxing who just like every punch they throw, just that like in a way, every punch he throws, like from a jab, from a straight, from an uppercut to a hook, it's like That's how you throw a punch when you want to knock somebody clean out.
Okay. Now, I mean, both fighters are definitely naturally heavy-handed fighters.
Oh
So
yeah, absolutely.
they do you have heavy hands, or you just like average, or well, like,
I've been
how would you
told that
rate
I
your
can
power?
crack, but I'm one of those people who's like, I'm real hard on myself. So like, I'll tell somebody I can't punch to crack an egg. I can't punch to save my life. But when we spar, they're like, nah, you could punch. But I'll keep telling myself, no, you can't punch, just because like I don't want to get too complacent. Where it's like, oh no, I could just do this, put him out with that. No, so it's like every punch I feel like I need to know. I didn't throw it hard enough. It's not hard enough until I see, him breaking down. Until I see the fact that he's not throwing because he doesn't like what he's getting hit with.
You
So
do you have you sparred anybody that we would know?
nah, not really. I really just
Jermaine
spar with guys in
Ortiz
my
or
gym.
Rashidi or anybody like that?
Funny enough, I've been in the gym with them. I've been around them. I've never actually had a conversation with Jermaine. I've never spoken to him. I've spoke to
Yeah.
Rashidi. I speak to Rashidi all the damn time. Rashidi.
Okay.
Shout out to Rashidi Ellis, one of the best fighters in boxing, underappreciated. He's gonna get his shine now that he signed with PBC. But no, I haven't sparred with him, but I have sparred with Rashidi's training partner, Mike Fontanez. And if y'all
Okay.
don't know who that is, y'all go check him out now. Prodigy. He's next up. Bless Southpaw.
What's his record?
He just turned pro. He's 1-0. He was supposed to be fighting yesterday, actually, but his opponent pulled out. I think he's trying to reschedule for August 16th, I want to say. I got to ask him about that.
Okay. Yeah. But by the way, I know you personally through Twitter, and I know you very I don't how do I say, like, very
Animated.
expressive, very animated, like, so I'm only assuming you're gonna have a lot of creative ways on how to promote yourself when you do become a professional champ,
Absolutely.
a professional fighter. So I'm almost curious as to, can you give us a little bit of what your ideas, what you plan on doing in the pros to get your name out there, to be a little bit more popular, to stand out from the crowd?
Just know I'm one of those people who don't care about being politically correct.
Okay, so you're gonna be talking your shit.
So it's one of them things, right? You don't know what I'm gonna do next. I know what I'm gonna do next, but you don't know what I'm gonna do next. So you never know. It might be one of them things. I'm at a press conference. You remember when Jamel just had that fight with Castano? Yeah. And he started a whole fucking turf war, chanting USA, talking about we got the best military, the best artillery. If I was at that press conference, I would have grabbed the American flag. I would have jumped on the table and I would have started shouting at the top of my lungs.
Okay. How about your outfits? Are you gonna be real expressive, kind of like how Naseem Ahmed and Camacho and Paulie was,
I'll say this. I thought you were about to talk about like dressing up like Sean Porter. I was gonna say I'm not gonna do that to myself. Shout out to Sean.
Yo, bro, I would have ended the interview right there. You told me you dressed like Sean Porter.
Nah. I like to get creative with my outfits, but I'm not gonna get too over the top. I'll keep it at like, oh shit, he fly. I might see something that's basic, but you got to really look at the details. See, the thing about me is I already got like a whole closet full of boxing trunks. I already got my whole thing. I go on that Boxer World thing. But when I get that money to really put somebody behind it, it'll be more so the entrance that I make rather than the outfit.
All right.
It'll be the grand entrances I make.
All right. So you plan on having these fireworks, these AJ type entrances?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
But just more theatrics. I'm not gonna do the basic AJ.
No, I know. You definitely
shake hands,
a lot more
kiss
animated.
babies. Nah, we going in full character.
Nah. I definitely believe you. So getting to the fight this weekend. First, do you know who you're gonna fight this Saturday?
No, I don't know who it is. I think I might find out this week. I mean, personally, I really don't even care who it is because at the end of the day, I'm just ready to fight. I'm sick of waiting around for it. I just want to get in there. I'm ready to just fight right now. If God forbid this fight gets canceled, because for some odd reason, every time I get a fight lined up, it gets canceled, it gets postponed. Like COVID, really, this should be like my 6th fight. But COVID push that back. I already had a few fights lined up. So it's at that point, if I don't fight, I'm gonna have to like go to somebody's house. I'm gonna have to go to somebody's gym because I just want to fight already. I just want to see what I can do when the lights are on me. Because in sparring, I can look good all day in sparring. I can get beat up in sparring, but that's just to perfect something. That's just to work on something. So I need to know how I'm gonna compete when I want to like rip somebody's head off and just like take their heart out their chest. That's how I need to see how I want to compete.
No, yeah, and when there's judges and referees, it's different when you spar and different when you have a real fight. That's definitely a difference.
Because think about it, sparring, it's like I never want to hurt the dude I'm sparring with because
you're trying to work.
I'm trusting you to help me get better, and I'm trying to help you get better. I don't want to hurt you. Yeah, we're gonna get hit. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but I don't want to knock you out cold and sparring. We're wearing 16-ounce gloves on. Yeah. Now, if I'm wearing 8-ounce gloves or 10-ounce gloves, whatever the ounce is gonna be at the weight class, I'm throwing with bad intention.
Yeah.
Sparring, I kind of gotta like pull my punches because I don't want to. You know what I mean? You never want to hurt your sparring partner. I can't stand when you got these dudes who post videos of them just like beating up on somebody in sparring because that's not what it's about. What happens in the gym stays in the gym. I might post a little clip of me and my boy just kind of like tech work, going back and forth. Yeah. But I'm not gonna post a video of me beating the hell out of somebody. You don't do that. That's crime.
That's happened to me before. I sparred literally my first time ever sparring. First time, your first time sparring, it went how it went.
Oh my God.
So imagine somebody recording that and putting it up on YouTube. That happened to me.
Yeah, man.
I was like, yo, at the time I didn't know that I was new to boxing. I didn't know it was not cool to record sparring and upload it. I just was like, damn, I was embarrassed. I brought it up to the gym. Well, the gym owner came up to me and was like, yo, don't worry about it. I know you're a bit discouraged, but you did well. And I was like, yo, bro, but he put it up on YouTube. He was like, what? Yo, he went over there and talked to the guy, made the guy take it down from YouTube. But yeah, dudes be on some corny shit like uploading when again, it was literally my first time ever. I don't know what I was doing in the ring, but
exactly. That like with us, like if you beat up on a beginner like bad, you get like we look at you, we like, what the fuck wrong with you? You might get slapped upside your head doing that. Because it's like I understand it's a contact sport, but when it's somebody's first time, it's kind of like you got to really refrain from all that. You got to remember, it's like, nah, you got to show them, like, you got to help, you got to help them out. That's your gym mate. At the end of the day, it's like a little family, basically. You got to treat it like a family. And guys out here with these big ass egos, oh yeah, I beat his ass and this and that. I did that. But then, fight time comes and then they get embarrassed. They miss them shots that they was hitting the dude with because he don't know about blocking or moving his head. He get dropped on his ass. He get robbed. And then he blames his gym.
Yeah, it's crazy. So how long have you been training specifically for your amateur fight? Like I know you've been training like in the boxing gym, but how long have you been training specifically for a
this
fight?
Upcoming one? Huh? This upcoming one or just the fight in general?
Well, when was the last time? Since when have you started preparing for a fight? Whether it been due to a lot of delays or this fight or whatever. How long have you been preparing to fight?
First time I ever prepared for a fight was, I want to say 2017.
Damn, so you've been
2017, 2018. Then I caught it. I had an injury, but I was still gonna go. But the coach just said, that show, it's like, I guess there was a lot going on with that show. But that kind of like discouraged me, and I kind of just like stepped away for a little. Came back, rolled my ankle real bad. Then I started taking it again seriously. It's really just me just fucking off too much when I was, younger. I didn't, my focus wasn't there. I feel like
you feel like you fully locked in now?
Fully locked in, because think about it. I don't like being around people now. I don't.
Okay.
I just go to work and I go straight to the gym. Even at work, I try to like, because construction site, it's a big site, so there's a lot of things to do. I try to really kind of like go to an area where I'm just like by myself, so I can just like focus and not have to really like worry about nobody. And it's just like I just go to work, go to boxing, go to sleep. It's just I've made it a mission to make that like basically a part of my daily routine, and it's not leaving anytime soon.
Okay. What specific training methods have you done that you feel are getting you prepared? You doing mitt work or you doing sparring? Is there anything unique that you and your trainer do that we wouldn't know that, you know?
Classic training with us: sparring, bag work, mitt work, tech work, conditioning. Really, we don't like to get too complex with it because it's just like the only way you get better at boxing is literally just doing it.
Yeah.
So
So you try
I
to spar?
just
You spar a lot?
any chance I get, even if it's just tech work, we'll do tech work. We'll try to make like 7, 8 rounds out of it. One time we went 10 rounds. Me and my boy Christian. It was a Saturday session. He called me. I came down. He said, "You want to do some tech work?" And it went from us doing this, and it's just like after every round, you want to go another round, you want to go another round, you want to go another round. So it's just really just sparring, staying ready. Mitt work is actually really, really a lot of what has made me a lot sharper this year, even in the past year, is really mitt work because it's just like we work on different things, we work on different looks, we
So,
work on
so your
keeping.
conditioning is up then. If you sparring that much, your conditioning is up.
Yeah, and I like to go on nice runs too. I love going on runs. That's like therapeutic for me. Just put my headphones on, go on a nice run, go run around the track.
How many miles you putting in?
Oof. Well, shit, I haven't been keeping track, but all I know is that I'll run around the track. I'll do some
You
nice
run
laps
till you
around.
get tired.
Yeah, go until I get tired. Until if the sweat's in my eyes, if I feel like my knees, my leg's about to give out, yeah, that's enough.
Yeah. So since Saturday, this is your first amateur fight.
Mm-hmm.
How nervous are you? And you can be honest.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little bit nervous. Like when I really like think about it, it's like, damn, what are you gonna do? But it's just like I'm kind of the way I'm going about it is just like, I mean, you'll see what happens when you get in there. I mean,
Okay.
really, worst I could do is get my ass whipped. Worst I could do is get cooked. That's the
Yeah,
worst that can
and
happen.
that's happened in the gym,
Yeah, it's happening
So
in the gym. It's happening to everybody. Listen, there isn't a single fighter who has not gotten his ass whipped in his entire lifetime.
that's straight facts.
A
Straight
single
facts.
fighter. Even Floyd, y'all. Floyd is got. I guarantee you, when Floyd was younger, when he was starting up, Floyd probably got his ass whipped a few times.
Oh, there's footage. There's footage. Paul Spadafora, putting hands on Floyd in sparring. And
Exactly. But we all know what would happen if they really fought.
yeah, exactly. If they really fought, Floyd Mayweather will cook Spadafora. It is not even close. I don't even have a doubt in that in my mind. But so how does it feel to be interviewed for your first amateur fight? Do you feel like, oh, I'm big time? Do you feel like, yo, this is a step in the right direction? How do you feel getting interviewed on a platform that I've interviewed former world champions as well as a bunch of up and coming prospects and top contenders, guys who are about to fight for titles, and Puello and Garcia? How did it feel to come on this platform and get interviewed leading up to a fight, just like as you would for a professional fight?
But listen, this it's funny that you say that because this is actually isn't my first interview. Actually, it really isn't.
Okay.
I actually when I was training back in 2018, they actually came to my house and interviewed me and my father, right? But the thing is, nothing ever like came about with that because everything just I don't even remember what even really happened. All I know is that all that shit just I haven't seen them since that day, right?
Okay.
But I'm coming on the most electrifying platform on social media entertainment. Do you understand, bro? I don't think you understand this. I'm with the voice of Dominican boxing.
I know, bro. I know.
I'm with the voice of Dominican boxing.
I know this is a big deal, and it's a big deal for me because I know where you're gonna take this boxing stuff, and you're gonna go far. Mm-hmm. And the first YouTube interview will be me
with the voice of Dominican boxing. Think about it. You interviewed Hector Garcia, Michelle Rivera, Elvis Rodriguez. You're gonna get that Joan Guzman interview. I don't care what nobody says.
Actually, that's already. Yeah, that's yes.
Look at that. Come on, my name is in the conversation with those guys.
Yeah, for sure.
And we know who Joan Guzman trains now. We know who Joan Guzman trains now.
Matter of fact, let's talk about that. Why are you such a Charlo fan? Specifically, like you're a fan of both Charlos. It's not like you're just a fan of one of them. Why are you such a Charlo fan?
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, right? We all have had that one fighter, or in this case, them two fighters that you kind of like got a little bit of an emotional connection with. Like you just get them. Other people might not get them. With them, I really get them, right? because Maul is rather, he's rather, cool, kick back, kind of soft spoken type guy. Me in real life, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not comfortable with you. I'm not speaking all that much. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna really associate. I'm gonna kind of like be to myself. If you come up and talk to me, I'll talk to you, right? But Mel's kind of like the fiery one. Mel's like, sometimes when you get pissed off and you like, oh, I wish I did that. Mel's just gonna do it. That's what I'm like when I'm, when I'm comfortable with you. You're gonna see that side of me. I'm gonna be like, damn, man. I'm gonna, express myself a little bit more. And I've always liked the way they fought. I really always liked the way they fought with all Tauruses. If y'all don't know, my birthday is April 26th. Taurus season, the best season. But yeah, I always like the Charlo brothers, and I always recognize great fighters when I see one. And I don't care what nobody says; those two are great fighters.
Do you have any Olympic dreams? Do you possibly, or you're just more focused on getting your experience in the amateurs and turning pro?
I'm more focused on. I'm the type of person where it's like, if it comes to me, I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna, really make it too much of a not reality, but make it too much of a focus to go to the Olympics. Plus, aren't they like, isn't that over the Olympics? I've seen something about 2028 where they're not having boxing in the Olympics. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah, I did see that, but that was because AIBA was a corrupt organization and they were running the boxing in the Olympics. But this past Olympics did not have AIBA. The decisions were much, much better. Not a lot of robberies. So I'm not sure if they're gonna keep it. But I guess the next Olympics would be 2024. So it'd be in 2 years. Would that be too long of a wait?
Shit. If there's a spot for me on there, I'll take it.
Yeah. It's almost amazing how fucking social media works. How we just connected. I would have never met you if it wasn't through social media, and now I got you on. It's crazy.
And think about it. When we first used to interact, I remember we used to argue about everything. We never agreed. We still don't agree on most stuff.
Yeah. Because I always tell people, I'm like, yo, the energy never changes with me. I'm very passionate about this boxing stuff. So I'll be going at it with you. I'll be going at it with all those guys. Lefty, shout out to my guy Lefty, Odom. And it's always, we always keep it chill. It's always, we keep it boxing, but it's definitely
get heated. Look, we got to be real with y'all. It get heated in these boxing streets, as we like to call it on Twitter. Twitter is the boxing streets. We get heated. So
yeah, when I went on the Boxing Voice, a lot of people were like, yo, you look like you was real comfortable there. You was debating them and like, I was like, bro, I'm on Chicken Talk, bro. Like, I'm qualified to debate all these dudes, man. I'm like, I don't be my knife is sharp in terms of verbal sparring when it comes to this boxing stuff, man.
Exactly. And on Chicken Talk, you got the Diggs brothers. Shout out to the Diggs brothers. You got MVO. You got all these dudes. Hold on.
No problem. All right. Little quick intermission break. While he's doing that, let's talk about the fight last night. Danny Garcia, I felt like he looked okay. I like what he did specifically in the early rounds. He boxed really well. He went to the body. Oh, all right.
No, yeah, my fault.
You're good. I was just talking to the people about the fight last night with Danny Garcia and how I saw mixed criticism, mixed opinions on his performance. I actually liked his performance considering it was his first fight at 154, considering it was a first fight after a long layoff. And I felt like he fought a good fight, went to the body really, really well, and outboxed the guy and got the W. What's your opinion of Danny Garcia's performance last night?
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't really watching because for those of y'all that know me, for those of y'all that don't, not only am I an avid boxing fan, I'm also a big fan of Broadway. Hates when I say this, but I'm gonna say this. I'm also a big fan of the show Big Beefy Meaty Men Slapping Meat. I'm a big fan of professional wrestling. Pause. I'm a big fan of professional wrestling. Last night, the Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez was not having my attention over SummerSlam. Okay. But I did catch the end of the fight. I caught from like round 8 on. Danny did what he had to do.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
mean, Jose's kind of like, that's kind of an awkward style matchup because Danny, although his last 2 fights, he's threw more than 700 punches. Danny isn't really a go-getter when it comes to fighting. He's not really gonna go after you. He's not really gonna, try to make a fight the way like a Errol Spence would. But he throws, pretty good combinations. Danny got heavy hands, but Jose just, I don't know. That fight wasn't really.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing.
It wasn't really something I'm gonna go. That's not something I'm gonna go back and watch. I probably won't even watch the highlights of it.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to see what's next for Danny though.
Yeah, you know what I think is next for Danny? I think Danny fights Keith Thurman at 154 next. I think that's the next fight because Keith Thurman seems to want a lot of money for boots and want either Spencer Crawford. That fight, those fights just don't seem to be likely.
No.
But a lot of money to fight Danny seems more possible because Danny is a name. Danny is popular in Brooklyn. Keith Thurman has had some of his best moments in Brooklyn, so I could definitely see a fight happening there between them two in Brooklyn at 154, considering Keith Thurman has for his whole career at 147.
Keith started out at 54, actually.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying, he went back.
Yeah.
He went back down, fought a bunch of times at this weight. I think it's time for him to move up, and it would be a perfect
huge his last fight.
What was that?
Thurman against Barrios? That was the biggest I've ever seen Thurman look.
Did you thought so? I don't remember how as far as size how big he looked, but I do remember feeling like if he moved up in weight, it wouldn't be the worst thing. Especially against a guy who he fought already at 147. So it's not like he's moving up and fighting Charlo or fighting Pandora or none of those guys. He's fighting somebody who just moved up himself.
Yeah,
and
it's really a crossroads fight between them at that. It's so weird, right? The first fight's a unification fight, and then the second fight would be a crossroads fight. Because if you ask me, it's like that jump from 47 to 54. That's a real like you going into a division where it's just smoke everywhere you go. There isn't really any easy fights at that division.
And not only that, when you move up from 47 to 54, that's when the gloves go from 8 ounces to 10 ounces. So, make what whatever you think that has an effect on either fighter. That is something to take into consideration, considering Danny's somebody who. Oh, my bad.
Camera broke.
My bad. Yeah, Danny is somebody who has depended on his power before, and had 10-ounce gloves yesterday. Couldn't really hurt Benavidez. He landed a couple good shots. Couldn't really hurt him or drop him or I mean, like really like to the point where the referee's considering stopping a fight. So and same thing with Keith Thurman. Although Keith Thurman hasn't gotten a knockout in a while. Coming up, that was his thing. One time. It only takes one time for me to land. Well, if you wear 10-ounce gloves, and by the way, he wore 10-ounce gloves in his last fight against Barrios.
I think that might have saved Barrios.
Yeah, I agree because his Barrios' face was pretty beat up, and and I feel like if those 2 extra ounces weren't there, he probably could have got the stoppage.
I'll be honest, them 2 extra ounces actually do. They mean a lot because I've sparred in 16s and I've sparred in 14s. 14s is like that little extra weight means a lot. Your volume's gonna go up. It's gonna be easier to hold your hands up having 14s versus having 16s.
Yeah, you about to be having I believe your weight class is 10s. You're gonna be fighting in
10s to 8s.
So you definitely gonna be feeling the punches more, but as well as hitting harder. How excited are you for that?
I really want to see what happens when I hit somebody like with the intent to like spin their jaw. I really want to see what's gonna happen when I really hit somebody like that.
You more of a boxer since you're so tall. Yeah. So you more.
It's more because here's the thing, right? If I have to brawl, I will, but there's no reason for me to make a fight harder on myself just to make the crowd more happy. Why am I gonna do that? No, if I can block you from the outside, if I can beat you with a simple jab, and that's all I got to do, I'm going to do that. If I got to pick up the pace, then I'm going to do that. I fight according to how my trainer tells me. If my trainer says, keep doing what you're doing, just throwing a little bit more, that's what I'm going to do. If he says, pick up the pace, I'm gonna do that. I fight to how my trainer tells me to do, and I fight based on how I feel the fight's going. Because if you can't get on the inside with me, there's no reason for me to, do something stupid and let you get to where you want to be.
How excited is your father that you're gonna be making your amateur debut? You telling me he's such a big boxing fan earlier. How excited is your father?
I'm gonna be honest, he's not all that excited.
No?
No.
Why not?
With him, it's more of it's like, man, every time you fight, that shit get canceled. When you fight, let me know. He tired. I think he's more like, man. He's like, man, I want to see you either knock somebody out. He said I needed to see you fight. Or he tells me if you can't get a fight, you and me can fight. And I'm like, man, if you don't go sit down somewhere, work on your car or something.
That's hilarious. No, but that's the thing about amateur boxing. If people in your weight class don't show up, they can't get you a fight. It's tough.
I can pull somebody from the crowd. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to bring an extra pair of trunks, an extra pair of shoes. I'm just if that happens, somebody has to fight. Cause ain't no way I'm gonna wake up, like we said, 4:30 in the morning, go to work at 6, work for 8 hours, go straight to the gym, only to get to this event and somebody, I don't feel like fighting. I can't do that again. I can't.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. You getting this big interview. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna make this interview go to waste. It's definitely gonna happen. Matter of fact, let me screen share where the fight is gonna be. So if anybody's in the New England area and they wanna attend this fight just off the strength of the interview, or because they also know you from Twitter, I'm gonna give you guys the details as to where the fight is, so you guys can go pull up.
You said you're gonna screen share it?
Yeah, bro. You're on Broadway Joel's channel, man. We high tech over here, bro. Look.
Oh, that's how that works.
So it's in the Tri-City Christian Academy. It's the road. It's on 12 Rocky Hill Road, Somersworth, New Hampshire, 03878. That is the address. So if you guys want to go support, definitely go. It's this Saturday. It says it starts at 6 p.m. So get there nice 6 o'clock, nice and sharp. Get you a nice seat. Go see the Hitman, one of the most electrifying people on boxing Twitter, make his amateur debut. Is definitely legendary. Are you gonna have anybody record it?
Definitely I'm gonna have somebody record it.
Definitely have somebody record it. So I was, so me and all my viewers could go watch, and I could tell them where to go watch it. Even if you just upload it to your Twitter, or if you start a YouTube channel just to upload it there, or whatever you do, definitely do that so we could check that out.
I actually do have a YouTube channel. I just never use that shit.
Yeah, man, you got to get on it, bro. You got to get on it.
But I need to make sure whoever's recording it, I need to trust somebody with my phone, because people like to touch everything. People like to go through stuff. I don't want nobody going through my damn phone.
Well, you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Well, you can record without unlocking it, though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So just be like, if you know how to use an iPhone, record. This is round 1, round ends, stop recording. Then round 2, round ends, stop recording. But it's not going past the second round, so you about to.
It might not go past us touching gloves. I might touch his gloves. I might break his damn arm.
But I Hitman, I appreciate you coming on the platform. Anything you want to tell the fans before we go and I end this interview?
The only thing I have to say to y'all is keep supporting me. Keep being real to yourself. A message I have for the people: your mental health is very, very important. Make sure you focus on your mental health, because you got to put yourself first. Can't put nobody before you. Got to make sure you got your mind on the right things. You got to make sure you got your mind on me, because, I'm going to be putting food on your table. I'm going to be providing you with some memorable moments, because I am the needle mover. I'm the Negro Chief, the almighty Hitman, the advocate for the Melly Mel for President campaign. And I just want to say to y'all, thanks for tuning in to Broadway Joel's channel. Broadway, thank you for having me. If y'all don't subscribe to this channel and turn that bell notification on, the Hitman is going to go to the nearest drugstore. He's going to buy the biggest bottle of calamine lotion, undo the top, pour all the lotion out, fill it back up with monkey piss, turn it sideways, and stick it straight up all your candy asses if you don't subscribe and put the notification bell on. If you smell what the Hitman's cooking.
Hey man, he said it, not me. Definitely go hit that subscribe button. But before I let you go, I do want to touch on the mental health stuff. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
is that something you suffered from? Do you see a therapist? Because I'm an advocate as well for mental health. I think it's very important.
I do have depression and anxiety. I deal with that. I don't see a therapist, but I do make sure that I keep a great close friend of mine that, make and another thing too, and if you got time, we can go on for hours. I ain't busy all day,
Yeah,
but
I
if you're
got
a
time.
busy
I got
man,
time.
yeah. So we got time. I'm a busy man. You can have all my time today. It's Sunday. I ain't doing nothing. But y'all need to choose your friends wisely because you got people on here who really only want to use you for what you got. I told my father this because he's a businessman, so he gets phone calls damn near every second of the day. I told him, you got 1,000 contacts on your phone, right? 900 of them want something from you and don't want to help you out. Think about what I just said there. You got 1,000 contacts on your phone. 900 of those people only want something from you. They don't want to help you out. They don't want to do nothing to increase your morale level. They don't want to, make you happy. They just want something from you. So that's
Is that
something.
is that why you say you don't like having a lot of people around you?
Yeah,
Like I know you had mentioned that earlier.
yeah, here's the thing. I have really good people skills. Like I can communicate with people, but it's like my social battery is it's only gonna be charged for so long because I don't people just I done met too many people that are just too grimy, always want something, you know, have an agenda. I negative energy around me makes me very, very uncomfortable and very, very frisky. Like, say we were to go out to a party, right? You'd be like,
Yeah.
yo, hit me, let's go out to this damn party, right? I'm not talking until I feel like the vibe's cool for me to speak. I'm not talking. I'm not communicating with nobody. I'm chilling. I'm in my own world. I don't care what nobody's doing.
So you're very aware of your surroundings,
Very,
basically.
very aware of my surroundings.
Yeah. What made you like that? Did you have a traumatic experience when you were younger or anything like that?
Well, my brother passed away when I was a kid. My brother got killed when he was
Oh
18.
man.
So yeah, that always like that kind of even as a child that made me like paranoid. It was like damn, because my brother was like he was like Superman to me. I always looked up to my brother. He used to do push-ups on his fist with me sitting on his back. You see, anything I couldn't do, he could do. So it's
Yeah.
like I never had that. I had that taken away from me. Growing up, school, I ain't gonna lie, I got bullied from middle school. I'll say to like junior year. Cause me, I'm the type of person where I don't really take myself too seriously. But it's just if you got to take yourself a little serious. You can't take yourself too serious. But then people start overstepping boundaries. Really, that stuff didn't stop. It didn't really stop until I started threatening motherfuckers actually. Because they say, hey, violence doesn't solve the answer, but you check a motherfucker one good time, they're gonna be like, all right, so I know not to really fuck with you. So
Oh, yeah.
that's how
Oh,
that
oh.
happened.
Can you speak on what led to the unfortunate murder of your brother? Can you speak on the details of that situation?
Uh, you know, he was from so we have the same father, but we have a different mother, and he's from the rough area of Boston, so you can kind of get what I'm alluding to,
Hmm.
stuff like that. I don't really want to talk too much about it, but
Okay.
yeah, it was a real unfortunate situation. Kind of hard to recover from because it's just like he was really that glue that really kept everybody together.
Yeah.
He was really that guy. Everybody that met him, anybody I know that met him, they were like, your brother was like that guy. He was well respected, well liked, got all the girls, you know, got all the girls. So yeah, he had that charm to him. He was a stud.
And how old were you when this happened?
I was 5.
5.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was 5 years old. And
Wow.
crazy enough, I remember my last memory with him. See, I keep one thing about me, and this is a little random fact about me. I take promises and I keep promises very, very serious. Because the last thing he said to me was, "I promise you, I'm gonna come back," and I never seen him after that. So I always took promises serious because of that, and I always I'm the type of person where I'll keep my word. And it's just like I'm a very honest person, so I'm the type of person where I'm a straight up. I'm gonna just tell you what it is. If I don't want, like, if you say do that, no, I don't feel like doing it. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Or I just do things because I want to do it. I'm a very, very honest person, very, very straightforward person.
Wow. That's definitely an honorable trait to have,
Mm-hmm.
and I wish it didn't come because of this unfortunate
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. It is real hard to talk about, but it's one of them things where it's like that builds to my character because I
Hmm.
basically, I have another older brother, but he's he's real quiet. He likes to really stay to himself. He'll pop his head in, yeah, what's up, then go go chill. He doesn't really like to. I think I get that trait from him too, where I don't really like to be around for too long.
Yeah.
Because my father's the type of person where it's like he'll say he doesn't want to be around people, then he'll go, he'll steal his show. My mom's the type of person, she'll come in for a little, then she dips. So I kind of get the gift of gab from my father, but I also got the I don't need y'all. I get that from my mama too.
So you're a little bit in between.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
basically a mix of everybody in the damn family. I'm the youngest. I'm the baby too.
Yeah. What's your motivation? Like what makes you push through those hard moments in the gym, those hard moments on the track, when you tired, when you exhausted, when you got hit with a body shot, when you got hit with an uppercut that real good. What is it that motivates you to push through those rough moments?
Shit, I talk too much shit not to be able to do it.
Is that one of the reasons why you talk shit? You want to put pressure on yourself to
Look,
perform?
I'm gonna be honest, right? I really got a chip on my shoulder because I've always been told, man, you can't do that, man. You're too skinny for that. You're too goofy for that. So it's just like, what you gonna say now? It's more of one thing where it's like, oh, you don't think I could do that, but I could really do that. I talk my shit because I know what I can do.
Okay. All right. All right.
And I like talking shit. Think about it. It's boring not talking shit. Imagine you and me, bro. Imagine you and me met on a boxing Twitter space and we didn't talk shit to each other. We agreed on everything. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even really want to talk to you because it's like, what did I get out of it?
Yeah,
Got to get
we're
you
not
riled up a little
disagreeing
bit.
on nothing. We just hey, being polite and nothing happening. I definitely get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I definitely get what you're saying. Uh,
it's fun to talk shit. Add the theatrics.
no, and it's important to have confidence. And
Mm-hmm.
you being a boxer, if you're going in the ring like, oh, like not sure of yourself, thinking you're gonna lose and stuff like that. Well, if you're going into the ring thinking that, yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Look, I go
If you're
into the
going
ring.
into the ring confident and knowing you're gonna win, there's a better chance. That's a better attitude, I would say, to going into the ring with than going in there, not confident at all.
Listen, I'd rather go into the ring on my high horse thinking I'm gonna knock you the fuck out instead of thinking of, oh no, this guy's gonna smash me. I'm not gonna recover from this. Nah, I'm in there like Lefty say. I'm going in there to knock your dick string loose and go home. That's what I'm going in there for. If I can't do that, I'm gonna go down trying. You gonna look. You gonna get these hands. You gotta get these hands. Somebody has to pay. Somebody gotta feel my anger. Somebody gotta
Yo,
feel my
by the way, how much you getting paid as a laborer, man? That chain is a little too icy.
it's chain. Oh, it's me and my brother on this chain.
Oh, that's the brother you was telling me about?
Yep, I get paid.
Nah, you don't gotta tell me
Yes,
the salary. I was
yes.
just being funny.
No, yeah. That's my answer. Yes, I get.
All right,
I get.
good. I'm
I
happy
get
for
my
you.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't worry too
I
much
wasn't
about too much of
seriously
the drip,
asking.
but it's really the shoes that matter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If I don't,
What kicks you got on? Let's see the drip, man. Let's see the drip.
Hitman rocking these Yeezys.
Some Yeezys. All
You know,
right, all right.
got a nice little deal for those.
There you go. There you go. All right.
I've been wanting to kind of splurge out and buy me because they got this at the mall, not too far from where I'm staying at. They got the store and they got a bunch of nice kicks, and I haven't really spoiled myself in a while, but that's because I want to feel like I did something to garner me spoiling myself. So Saturday when I'm victorious, I definitely feel like I should go to the shoe store and buy me some new kicks because look, my kicks are clean, but I had them for a while. I don't go out much too, so I don't really have an excuse to wear all my nice stuff.
Yeah, I be feeling the same way. Like sometimes I go shopping, I'll buy a lot of nice clothes and stuff like that, and you know, not like I don't I do go out. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes I'll buy a lot of nice clothes where it's like, all right, for this occasion, I'll
Mm-hmm.
be too overdressed, and they'll just stay in the closet. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
I kind of want to wear that, but
like my friend last year, she took me shopping, right? Because I was like, damn, I need a new
Got
wardrobe.
girls taking you shopping?
Well, she just went to the store with me. I paid for it
Oh,
myself.
okay. You say,
But
oh, this
I
girl,
was
she
just
took me
like,
shopping. I'm like, okay.
no. That's a conversation for another time. But I was just like, I'm like, damn. Now
Hitman
that I think about
got
it,
some sugar mamas out here buying them clothes and shit. That
look, I
chain,
need to find one. So
that
anybody that know
chain was
any,
a
give me their contact
52-year-old that bought
information.
them.
I'm sick. I'm sick of paying for everything. Somebody got to pay for it myself. For them, somebody got to pay for it. But I was just like, damn, I need some new clothes. Shit. I'm like, damn, I don't even dress up no more. I forgot how I could clean up nice. They just helped me pick out a couple outfits. I promise you, if I show you my closet, most of those clothes still got the price tag on them. I haven't worn them once. I've not worn them once.
Make sure after the fight you got one of those clothes ready. That way you could dress something nice and fresh, nice and clean.
Oh, I'm rocking a
Go out and
tracksuit.
celebrate the W, man.
No, I'm rocking a tracksuit. One thing about me, see, this is another reason why I don't buy too many clothes. I like to be comfortable. My favorite outfit is a tracksuit or a sweatsuit. That's my favorite outfit. I hate that it's summertime because I kind of gotta just like simple it out and just rock some shorts. But I even keep the shorts fly. I make sure I get like the old school Mitchell and Ness basketball shorts.
Yeah. That. You wearing a hoodie now? You wearing a hoodie now in the summer?
Yeah, it's kind of cold in the office too. I'm in the office right now.
All right.
I know as soon as I step outside, I'm gonna be dripping in sweat. I don't know why I wore this hoodie. I want it. Look, I'm with the Voice of Dominican Boxing. I gotta look nice.
Hey man, you gotta look fresh. You gotta look fresh when you come do your first interview on the voice on Broadway. Joel, the Voice of Dominican Boxing channel. Definitely, I that is definitely a reason, and I respect that.
Listen, people don't realize, right? You got a shirt on that says Saturdays are for boxing. It's Sunday right now. But the Voice of Dominican Boxing, he don't sleep, he don't rest. He go out, he makes sure he's getting all these interviews. A lot of these dudes, they talk about it. They say they can walk the walk. Broadway talks the talk and he walks the walk. He got some of the and look, I'm gonna say this right now. People better start Bradley Ward overall. Yeah, I don't even want to read into that. People better start putting some respect on these Dominican fighters because I've been sparring a lot of Dominican studs as of late.
Oh, okay. So you definitely winning. You definitely winning.
Of course. Like I told you, when I grew up around Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. Yeah, around Nashua, it's like we're minorities, but I gravitated towards Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, Mexicans. We all hung out. All my friends' parents, they all refer. A lot of them, I'm not even gonna lie, a lot of them call me Charlo because the accent. They call me Charlo. My best friend's mom, she'll give me directions in Spanish, and I can kind of get it because I've been around them for so long. So I'm an honorary Puerto Rican and Dominican. I'm a proud young Black African man from the USA. I'm proud Caribbean, proud Native American, but I also love and respect my Dominicans and Puerto Ricans.
What's your nationality?
I'm Black American, Caribbean, West Indian.
Caribbean, like where in Caribbean?
The Bahamas.
Oh, okay.
Great grandmother's from the Bahamas.
And Native American, you say?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you went to college for free or something?
No, I didn't go to college. I went. Funny enough, when I was in high school, right? I was always talking to my pops. I'm like, yo, I need to get a job. He said, no, you don't. I'm like, what you mean I don't need to get a job? He said, man, focus on school. He said, towards the end, get yourself a little job. Then when you graduate, you're going to come work for me and make some real money. So that's what I did. I worked at Foot Locker. Funny enough, Foot Locker was my dream job. I always wanted to work at Foot Locker.
Discount on them kicks?
Hey, I ain't never wasted more money on shoes in my life than when I was working at Foot Locker.
I feel you. Yeah, I used to work at Sports Authority, and it was the same thing. For like the first
Sports Authority, you brought it all the way back.
Yeah, bro. I'm a little older than you. I won't say how much older than you, but I'm a little older than you.
25 look good on you, Broadway.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I used to work at Sports Authority, and the first 3-4 months me working there, yeah, I was leaving my paycheck at work basically. I would get my check, and I'm like, oh, these kicks, this hat, this shirt, and then and I was getting the discounts, but you don't realize just because you're getting the discount, you still spending money. You know what I'm saying? So after the first 3-4 months, I was like, all right, hold on. I gotta be very selective after what I'm gonna buy.
My first check, I bought me some Bread 14s. My very first check. I still got them actually. It's still in pretty good condo. Okay. Then I got me the oh shit, I don't forgot the name of the Scottie Pippins, the Uptowns.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I got me a pair of white and red ones of those. Man, I just started buying kicks. I wasn't even focused on clothes, because high school is where I really dressed up the best. Because I had people. I wanted to show out in high school.
Yeah,
Cute
no.
girls standing, on the wall, stuff like. I had to keep it fresh, But the kicks. See, here's the thing. This is what people don't realize. Well, people do realize this, but people don't take this into real consideration. The clothes will be there, but the kicks is really what makes it stand out.
Yeah. So the kick, if you got fresh clothes but your kicks is whack,
exactly. I can rock a white T-shirt, some gray Nike sweats, but I put on some nice shoes. That's gonna be fly. Put on a little chain. That's all I gotta do. I like to keep it simple. Now, when I want to get complex, nobody can touch me.
I feel you.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now. The day y'all see me decide to dress up is a day you better hide them.
Don't bring your girl to that fight then.
Don't bring your girl to that fight. Don't go to the weigh-in. Don't go to the media scrum. Y'all stay at home. Because at the end of the day, but if my future boo watches this in the future, whoever you are, just know this was in 2022. This is old. This is the old Hitman. Hitman is a changed man.
But
I changed in 5 minutes.
I'm gonna end it right now. But first, before I do that, I want to screen share your Twitter page because you're definitely very active on Twitter. You've been doing these Twitter spaces. So if anybody wants to go follow him right here at Almighty_Hitman. That's his Twitter. This is his icon. Him throwing a nice jab, probably broke the guy's nose. Go follow him. He's definitely very active on Twitter. He responds to you if you tweet at him, and he's definitely a good follow. I wouldn't have had him on my show for just his amateur fight if I didn't think he was worthy of speaking to or worthy of following on Twitter. So definitely go do that. Go hit that follow button on Twitter, as well as
right now.
What was that?
Stop what you're doing and do that right now.
Yeah, stop what you're doing right now. Go do that. Go follow him on Twitter, as well as if you can make it out to his fight. I spoke on where is the fight, what time, and what date exactly earlier in the conversation. If you don't know, just go to his page. He has it up as well. I have it up. You just got to scroll down as well. Scroll down a little bit. It was a few tweets down. I tweeted it yesterday.
I'll pin it to my profile so y'all can see it too.
Yeah.
And another thing too, before we get off, Broadway.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get a follow back from you. Don't think I forgot about that.
Did it?
It took a little while for me to get a follow back from you.
You know what? You must have said something bad about Elvis Rodriguez.
I'll be honest. I remember exactly what it was.
What was it?
You were talking about Carlos Adames. And I was all, damn, this thing don't want to stay up, so I'm going to have to hold it. You was talking about Carlos Adames, and I'm like, man, I'm going to put them paws on him. I didn't get a follow back from you for about like 2 months.
That might have been it. Nah, but we friends now. That's all that matters. That in the past. Now you on here giving me interview, dropping your phone all nervous. You nervous about being on one of the most electrifying YouTube channels in all of boxing.
Nah, you know what it is? I'm too electrifying that. I'm shutting down all the electricity circuits to be able to keep this shit to stick to the platform because I'm so damn electrifying. My phone about to blow up. This entire building's about to catch on fire because y'all got the greatest spectacle in boxing on your channel. So, hey, you know what
it is. Man. Any message you want to say before we head out?
Just keep supporting me. Just know I'm coming, baby.
All right.
Knocking his dick string loose.
Future of boxing. He claims he's a future of boxing. Let's see how it plays out. Good luck in your fight, my brother.
Appreciate you, bro. Be easy.
All right, man. Till next time. Peace.